Welcome back to the Road Show. This morning in the Buzz, our capital city is getting a little bit of international attention, which is just so great,
Not
right?
national, international.
International,
yeah, okay.
right? So Providence has been named the coolest city in New England. Britain's Telegraph has cited the tax incentives for artists, Brown University, RISD, of course, the food, and just some of what our little city has to offer. Some other big attractions: water fire, a ton of history, and a bunch of generally pretty cool places to visit when you're in town. So we wanted to know what you think is cool about Providence, and here's what some of you had to say.
Either water fire up by Federal Hill, where they have all the Italians, and there's really good restaurants up there too. I love going up there.
You know, coming from a big city like New York City, I mean, I definitely love the environment here. The people are great, and the food's really good. There's, you know, one of the things about New York is like the pizza, but there's a shop here called Nice Slice, I think, on Thayer Street. I love that pizza. It's like so good, so rich.
Very walkable. Easy to get to things.
Well, for me, I've been a Brown student, so Thayer Street is a little countercultural, though I guess more and more you're getting the big commercial outfits going there. But there's always an interesting slice of life there. You know, performers on the street, great shops to go to.
Downtown Providence have become like a new Providence. They have a lot of places. They have salsa lessons for people on Wednesday. Right in Westminster is really fun.
I like to go up by Brown, and there's a spot where you can view the entire city, and at night you can see the skyline. It's called the Park up by Thayer Street.
You got a bunch of different kind of bars. You got the like an Irish kind of bars with like Finnegan's and Sullivan's and Fat Bellies, and there's just a bunch of different scenes. So really, you could do whatever you want. You got the club scenes back behind Gaby Commons, where all the college kids go, and really all the schools in the nearby area come down here to visit us. So it's pretty cool to have like different people every week that you don't even know, and you just see out at the bars, out at the clubs, everywhere. So it's a pretty fun experience.
I go to Johnson & Wales, and I just absolutely love school. I've been to the mall, I've been downtown, I've been everywhere, and I just pretty much just love being at school. That's my place to go, and that's where I love to be.
That one guy sounds like he'd be a tour guide for the city. You go to this club here, the club here, you know. But I got to tell you, these guys really have pretty much summed it up. When I have relatives in from New Hampshire who come down to visit, and you take them to Water Place Park in the middle of the summer, I mean, this city is
There's
really,
nothing like that.
It's like a showpiece. I mean, it is a beautiful downtown when you really think about it.
You have everything from the architecture, some of the older buildings, to, you know, you got the fun artsy side with RISD and Brown, and they mentioned Thayer Street, and then you have Federal Hill, and great food, great restaurants, and water fire. You have the mall, which, you know, when I was up at school, that's how people were like, oh, you have Providence Place Mall.
Yeah.
Okay, like, I guess you
Big
think it's
mall.
a lot bigger than everyone else, but, you know, just little things that maybe you don't, or you take for granted being here, and then you notice it more when other people are pointing them out.
You definitely notice it from when you get the outsider's perspective on it. They're like wowed by it. And I think we take it for granted sometimes because it's, you know, it's our home state, and sometimes maybe you don't travel into Providence and do as much as you should. But don't you feel like from living in other states or being in other states that there's that sense of like it's like home because it's so small and you feel like a part of the whole city? It's not like Boston where it's so big and so spread out that it's hard to really feel like you're a part of the whole thing, you know?
Well, it's easy, to, like that one man said, it is an easy city to get around. I mean, you don't need a T system, a subway system to get around. There's not many taxis.
No.
I mean, you can really literally walk, or if you have to drive, there's really never, you can find a place to park most of the time. It's not outrageous to park everywhere. And then you talked about the great restaurants up on Federal Hill, Thayer Street, and then all those great new bars, and some of them are new. The one, oh my God, I'm sold now that I don't even know. It used to be the Fish Company.
Oh, now it's the Whiskey
Republic, It was the Fish Company when I went there. But those, you know, a hot club down there, just, you know, just different types of places to go in different parts of the city, and it's not huge.
I think our biggest challenge, though, is getting people to realize how cool we are. Don't you think? Because I talk to people, again, north of, like, Massachusetts.
We're cool.
Yeah, but people don't even know.
So we got that going for us.
When I say, have you ever been to Providence? They say, no, I've never even thought to travel into Rhode Island. It's like, oh my gosh, I think we got to do a better job of getting the word out further to people that, you know, we're a destination. You know,
we are cool, people. Come to our city.
The food really is the best, though.
Yeah.
Hands down, don't you think?
Yeah.
Eating your way through Federal Hill. I think that's what I'm going to do when I leave today.
I could totally
do that.
Danielle.
What?
Eating your way through Federal Hill.
Just from one end of the street to the other.
I'm going to do it. All right.
Here I come.
I bet you people agree with us online, Courtney, though. Providence is cool.
They really do. They all have really positive things to say, which is great. And it's making me think of things that I haven't done in a while. So it's good to hear from the viewers. Let's start on foxprovidence.com on our live blog and Joey B says, I think Waterfire is one of the coolest events in the city, but don't forget about the coolest street in the country, in my opinion. Atwell's Ave, or known to others as Federal Hill. And JB says, the food and entertainment are very, very good. P-PAC and Waterfire are must-do things. Here's the poll here right underneath that live blog. We asked, what do you think is cool about Providence? A, the food, B, arts and culture, C, Waterfire and other unique events, or D, the nightlife. We've got quite a few comments on the Roadshow Facebook page this morning, and John says, I think it's like a melting pot of cultures, unlike most cities where the different ethnic areas are separated, but here they're all together. Just look at Thayer Street and Atwell's Ave. And then Donna says it has all the perks of a big city without the hustle and bustle. And Diana said, I love going to Waterfire. You get to see a great mix of people getting together to enjoy a safe night in the city. So if you do other things that we haven't mentioned here, remind all of us. You can come on the live blog or on Facebook. We'll have those poll results in about 30 minutes.